Welcome to Ben Rios Memorial here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Sebastian Noel, happy to have the pleasure of your company here on ProView Networks and YouTube, wherever you've joined us today for this matchup between the Colorado Rapids Under-23 team and the Albuquerque Soul. Alongside my director, Josh Brown, and our technical director, Alden Iowani. We're almost set for action. Broadcast partner tonight, Tyler Ortega. Since an early road trip that yielded 6 points, points have been really tough to come by for the Soul as of late. Most of that has to point to the defensive side of the ball, Tyler.
Yeah, and you know, I was looking through some stats here earlier. We've got a new keeper in between the pipes tonight for the Soul. Casey Gasson is going to be there wearing the number 28, but before that it was Ford Parker. He leads the Mountain Division here, Sebastian, with 36 saves on the season. In second place, just 28, so he's been facing a ton of shots. It's been a very, very tough time on the defensive side of the ball for the Soul, and also on the offensive side as well. The Soul have only scored 12 goals all season long, so goals and points hard to come by.
The Rapids high atop the Mountain Division with 20 points, 6-0-2. In fourth are the Soul, 3-5-1, 10 points behind the leaders on the table. And we mentioned 6 of those 10 points came in the very first week of the season. And when you take a look at the Rapids, a lot of talent on the pitch. 4 out of the PDL's top 50 prospects to watch are featured in this roster. 3 of them in the starting lineup, 2 of them up front at forward for the Rapids. So I had a chance to talk to Pat Pacheco pregame, and he was pretty straightforward. He said it's going to take an entire team effort of everyone wanting to play defense tonight to try to shut down this offense. We're going to take a quick break and come right back to the starting lineups and kickoff here at Ben Rios Memorial. You're watching ProView Sports.
You can afford the ring of her dreams. At Crown Jewels and Coin, we actually double the diamond for what you would pay at a chain store. Trade in your old jewelry towards GIA certified diamonds. Choose from a large selection of settings featuring Viraggio. We can customize a design and offer no credit check 2-year interest-free financing. Get more than you ever thought possible here at Albuquerque's family jeweler for over 50 years. Crown Jewels and Coin, for all you treasure. 3248 San Mateo at Kruger's Corner.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number 1. Cover it with green stuff, 1 scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Sports Network. Don't sacrifice quality of flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
Get into the game with Garden Swartz Team Sales. They have everything you need, from screen printing, embroidery, and digital printing services, high school letterman jackets, and all high school and club uniforms, and individual and team apparel with the most reliable brands like Speedline, Rawlins, and Wilson. And don't forget to check out the latest F7 Shut helmet. It's all at Garden Swartz Team Sales. Give them a call, 505-884-1234. Garden Swartz Team Sales.
Car Crafters, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
Are you sure we're supposed to be doing this?
Don't worry, I've watched him do it 1,000 times. Come on, what's the worst that can happen?
No! Bad dog!
Hi, welcome to Car Crafters. What happened?
Don't worry, we'll make it like it never happened.
Car Crafters, it's like it never happened.
Sebastian Noel, Tyler Ortega back for more of the Crown Jewels and Coin pregame show. Visit them on San Mateo and Aztec. They buy gold, they finance. Crown Jewels and Coin, for all you treasure. Thanks for tuning in here on ProView Networks and YouTube streaming as well from Ben Rios Memorial here on the campus of St. Pius High School. Tough sledding tonight for the Soul, and we mentioned they have to defend. With that in mind, we like an interactive broadcast here, so if you have a pick to click at home for your man of the match, you can tweet us at ProViewTV. Tyler, who's your pick to click for man of the match tonight?
Well, you know, Sebastian, you always got to look up top for the Soul. He's wearing number 9. I'm going to go with Luke Lawrence here. He leads the Soul in goals this season with 3 so far. Hopefully we can see him add a couple more on here tonight.
There you see him at the top. Man, you're good at this television thing, Tyler. What a segue. Lawrence is at the top. There's Taylor, Mesa failing. The back, we mentioned the defense is going to be a key today. Urbani, Tush, Davila, Ortiz, Madrid, Pacheco join them in the mid. For me and my director, Alden Ioane, and Josh Brown, we're going to go with the old veteran, Pat Pacheco. He's our pick to click tonight for man of the match. Let's see what Pat has in store. Pretty good crowd still filling in here at St. Pius. There's the defenders, as we mentioned. It's Gavigan in goal, DePaula, Reza, Johnson, and Pearson in the back. The midfield consists of Noah Bushi, who's a local kid, Colton Cavey, Moshe Perez, Kenny Akamatsu, Andre Shinyashiki, and Griffin Dorsey. Between Shinyashiki, Dorsey, and Perez, that's 3 of those 4 players I mentioned, Tyler, that are in the top 50 prospects to watch in the PDL.
Yeah, just loaded with talent there are the Rapids, and that's probably why, Sebastian, they've only drawn twice on the season. They haven't lost a match coming into this one, having won 6 of their 8 contests. They've already beat the Soul earlier this year, actually. It was a 5-1 game, that one taking place up in Denver at Dick's Sporting Goods Park. That was on June 1st. They also had another match on June 3rd. The Soul did a little bit better in that one. They were able to limit them to 1 goal and score 1 themselves, ending that one in a 1-1 draw.
Soul allowing 23 goals on the season. Goal differential, if you look at the table, it's just ugly for the Soul right now. Rapids averaging just under 3 1/4 goals a match. Right now, the president of the team, Valeria Espinosa, is addressing the crowd. It is Pat Grange ALS Awareness Night here at Ben Rios Memorial. For those of you familiar with Pat Grange, he'll hold up 4 fingers in the 4th minute. And that's his old number in UNM for Pat Grange Night. That is a tradition that has started since the inaugural year. The Soul have done that every year. I know they usually get a pretty good turnout in Pat Grange Night. So we're almost set to go here. It's a beautiful Thursday night in Albuquerque. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs and the Frontier Restaurant. They're proud supporters of New Mexico Athletics. They've been serving Albuquerque and supporting our kids for over 40 years. 4 great locations, including the Frontier Restaurant across the street from UNM. So here we go, and we're underway. The Soul in red, Rapids in their yellow and blue. And Pat Pacheco, I'll mention more of his pregame comments with me, really harping on team discipline tonight when it comes to defending. He said everyone has to feel comfortable playing behind the ball, defending, and they just have to play more discipline than they have in past matches.
You're talking about discipline, more specifically there at the back, with the Soul already having allowed 23 goals here on the season. They've only scored 12.
Pearson now on the right. DePaula trying to play it forward. Tough touch there up front, almost that could have yielded disaster. For Gasson, who's in goal in place of Parker. Madrid trying to play it up on the far side. It's a wishful ball ahead. A heavy first touch there. Rapids get it back into play quickly here. They want a quick start. Obviously, they have to build from that 1-1 decision, not the 5-1 drubbing. But Pat said, hey, discipline, defense, and some possession is going to be the call for the Soul today. Falling will play it back to Alex Touche, local kid from Academy. Trying to play that one through to Lawrence. Doesn't have numbers. There's Pacheco. Back to Pat. Pat wants to switch on the other side. That's not a bad idea. Taylor's able to run it down. It's defended nicely by Connor Johnson. Well, have to try to build out of the back again.
Nice composure being shown here by the Soul on the ball early on. And of course, as I say that, it gets taken away.
Colton Cavey. Justin Sells had some media comments this week as well in the Albuquerque Journal, and he echoed a lot of Pat Pacheco's sentiments. Taylor to Lawrence. Madrid.
Soul looking to switch the play early on here. That must have been part of the game plan. We've already seen 2 of them. There's the 3rd time.
So the flag stays down for falling and dead. Fans on their feet now with their hands in the air. 4th minute approaching here for Pat Green tonight. Just as the Rapids take control. Coming down the near flank here. This is Dorsey. Still Dorsey. Leaving it off for Shiashinsky. We mentioned Andre's got 7 goals, 3 assists. That's just in 5 matches for the Rapids. Top 50 prospect. Andre Shinyashiki. Number 7 in yellow will be the one to watch.
5 games played, 7 goals, 3 assists for Shinyashiki this season.
That's not a bad tab, is it?
7 goals on 19 shots, not bad at all.
Falling, gave it away out of the air. Dispossessed by Pacheco, and he's whistled for the foul there. A little too aggressive for Pat. And they'll try to get a quick restart. Bushi played his college ball here locally. They'll give it away. Davila. That's a lazy giveaway from Edgar there. This could be disaster early. Pass ahead to Andre, shoots off the post! And a golden look for his 8th of the year.
Surprised he missed that. That was a beautiful look there for Shinyashiki, and just hits woodwork on that one. Just 5 minutes into this one, and that's the discipline that we were talking about that was lacked there in the back line.
DePaula out of the air. Have another shot off a deflection. Nice job there from Gasson just to deflect it away.
I think that was Ortiz on the backside that was marking Shinyashiki, making sure that he didn't shake loose for the rebound there.
Let's take a look at this. Just poor defending there off the right post.
Alex Touche there getting caught out of position, and you know the Soul are lucky.
Very easily could be 1-0 at the moment. As Davila gave that away to lead to all that. He's got the ball now. To Pacheco.
You know, the Rapids are looking to score a ton of goals here this evening.
It's nice defending at the midfield level there. Tried to get threaded ahead to Lawrence. This is a defense that got off to a really good start on the road when they picked up those 6 points. Familiar face that you're missing, the beautiful blonde hair of Dylan Nino. He signed a professional contract in Zimbabwe, so he's not with the team anymore.
And that's huge. You know, that's got to be huge. He was a real big staple here in the side. I know going over the last couple of seasons, playing sort of a right wing back last year and this year transitioning more to a center half role. But still, what do you do when you don't have that leadership and that experience in a position is crucial as the center back?
He usually led the team in minutes. He started 48 out of his 51 games at the University of Dayton as well. He graduated as a Flyer this year. So yeah, that's a lot of experience not on their side anymore.
You know, and that's something that you can't just teach overnight.
They're really pressuring Touche to get rid of the ball there. Bushi. Now Noah will get it back. DePaula wanted to switch to his side. They didn't get it to him. DePaula still wants him to play it on that side. I'm going to try to get it to him. Falling will try to win it in the air. Now they finally get it to DePaula's feet. That's a nice pass ahead to Cavey. Tried the cross to Shinyashiki. And get it to him.
That's what the Rapids U23 do best there, Sebastian, is put pressure on the opposing team. As I said, they've scored a ton of goals this year already. 25 goals scored in 8 matches, and only allowing 9 goals to be scored against them.
Another chance here. That one will sail wide. No trouble for the keeper there. But a lot of possession early for the Rapids, and they're really pressuring up high. Sol having trouble building out of the back.
Mexico's family-owned appliance, electronics, and mattress stores.
You see even there up high. Couldn't get that kick away. Davila a little frustrated. Edgar Davila and Nino were quite the 1-2 back there. Davila will have to link up with someone else back there now. The 9th minute here at Ben Rios Memorial. It's the one shot off the post thus far for the Rapids. They give it away again. Falling was a little careless with the ball there. Now here's Moshe Perez, gets it ahead.
You got to be careful there if you're Casson, especially with the division leading goal scorer closing in on you.
Pearson will play it back to Gavigan. Ball really hasn't been on this side of the pitch offensively for Albuquerque. Beautiful tackle there by Noe Mesa.
You have to take the throw here, but as I was saying, they like to get forward and put a lot of shots on target, or on goal I should say. They average about a little bit more than 13.5 shots per match, the Rapids U23.
A little heavy on the touch from Johnson that last time. Will be another throw for the Rapids here. Cavey. DePaula again has all kinds of room on the near side. A game that really shouldn't be scoreless after that Shiyoshiki shot on goal. And the Sol escaped an early disaster there.
We've seen a bit of Shinyashiki here so far. One name that we haven't heard from the Rapids U23 is Griffin Dorsey, wearing number 17 there. He too can find the back of the net. He's 3rd in the Mountain Division behind his teammate in scoring.
Taos trying to play it ahead to Lawrence, but nowhere near there. If the strategy was to gain a little more possession, that hasn't worked in this first 11 minutes of the match. Gasson had to come out and clear that one. The old sweeper keeper. DePaula battling for it. Gonna get the throw. The wind is really picked up here at St. Pius. DePaula works free of Noe Mesa. We'll play it back now to Gavigan. Gavigan having some trouble, making a mess of things in front of his own goal. Wow. Gavigan absolutely made a mess of things in front of his own net, and the Sol couldn't capitalize. Oh, me, oh my. We'll take another look at this in a moment here, but that's an opportunity that you have to take advantage of.
Yeah, especially if you're the Sol playing against this Rapids U23 side. Yeah, these goals are hard to come by against these guys. They give up less than 1 per match. And that was just a golden opportunity there for the Sol.
That was the one that they were ready to give up right there. Connor Gavigan just absolutely misplayed one in front of his own goal. Soul's starting to press up a little bit. Madrid tried to win it out of the air. Instead, Tausch. Ortiz plays it back to Alex. You hear the wind howling. That's a really poor goal kick there. They turn it right back over. So both teams have to feel like they've let one slip away.
Absolutely. I mean, I don't know why this match isn't 1-1.
Here, let's take a look
at this point.
Here's the mess. Just, that's hard to explain.
That's a beautiful back heel. This challenge here was rather questionable, but referee didn't give it any second thought.
Just kind of whiffed it with the left leg there. Very, very Sven Ulrich-like. As a Bayern fan, that brought back some nightmares. But really, both teams should have yielded one, but they deserve to be tied, and they are. 14th minute here for the throw. To the feet of Falling. Right away, he's dispossessed. So we'll get it back, though. Ooh, a little miscommunication there. It's Mesa. Couldn't get to it. To Falling. But we're taking another look at that replay. He looked like he got to the ball there.
That was an excellent tackle there as we see it again.
Great job, technical director tonight, Alden Ioane, on that replay. Eduardo Reza with a beautiful tackle to bail out his keeper. Dreidel play back to Tausch. Alex gets pressured right away.
Oh, and that ball just hangs up right in the wind. You can see the wind coming from the west side here. That one really ate that goal kick up for Gasson. He's got to be maybe a little bit more weary of that. I guess try not to kick it as high.
DePaula wants it on the near side here against Falling. To Cavey. And he'll survey. They've held possession nicely of the Rapids at midfield.
The defense of the Soul also has been somewhat loose here. We haven't seen a whole lot of pressure on the ball, I don't think. But I guess that could also be attributed to how well the Rapids are moving the ball.
Pearson tried to play it forward. Now they play it forward again. Flag, I think, would have came up there. Tausch on the header. Dorsey. That's a good two-handed punch. There's a goalkeeper sitting to our right, clearly. DePaula will take the throw quickly. Dorsey. It's good defending back there by Ortiz.
And Ortiz has been in the pressure cooker here early on. We've seen about 4 dangerous runs coming down his side where he's had to step in.
Here comes Nobushi to take the corner. 16th minute here at Ben Reyes Memorial. Thanks for joining us on ProView Networks and online here on YouTube. When are you going to play a factor here? And it certainly did, didn't it?
Yeah, you could tell as that ball just went straight out on the end line there on the other side. And it really wasn't a windy day here in Albuquerque. It was hot, but this wind really coming out later this evening.
Having seen enough of Noah Bushi in action in college, you know he takes a much more quality corner normally without the adverse conditions. Lawrence trying to win it out of the air. Taylor battling on that side. Pearson gets it ahead. Perez. Taylor. Lawrence. They got away with a shove there. No, they called it. Lawrence was up there all alone trying to win it out of the air. Pushed right in the back.
Yeah, this is a tough spot here for a free kick for the Soul with that wind coming directly into the face. I'm gonna have to play this short.
They do, and now back to Davila. Dangerous ball ahead, Tausch. Ortiz. He's got Falling to his left. Try to get it to him, and he does. Falling in the line at the cross. Soul still in business here. Pacheco wants to rip. Perez was right there, though, in front of his keeper. Now the counter's on. Pat said they really can't get caught on a counter tonight. Madrid will chase that down. Good defending. Isaiah couldn't clear it that time, though. Cavey, a lot of space to operate. Trouble is brewing here. Shot! Saved up front, and then cleared by Davila.
What a save there with the one-hander. We might have to send that clip in for the top 10. That was beautifully done.
And he was dealing with a 3-on-1 situation here. This could have been another one. Look at that. And if you're the Rapids, that's got to be a goal there as well. No one back to defend. Keeper all alone, and a beautiful save. They'll have a corner from the far side now.
Albuquerque Hotel and Conference Center, located near Carlisle and I-40. Wyndham Albuquerque is the hotel partner of the Soul.
Swing it in. Tausch on the header. Back to Perez. Or excuse me, Reza. Let's take a look at the buildup here.
Look at this, and he's got two options there on the right side with
hindsight 2020 there. You leave that to Dorsey or Shinyashiki.
Yeah, you fully expect Shinyashiki to bury that one after he hit the post there earlier.
Soul fortunate not to get a rebound either on that punch, because if that rebound falls to either Andre or Perez there, they could bury it. It was too far for DePaula to chase down. Mesa gives it away. Dorsey, still Dorsey, and wins the one-on-one battle momentarily. Plays across, nobody at the post. Risky defending there by James Urbani.
There we see another one-on-one being won here on this left side. And they've got to have seen something on tape there, Sebastian, on Ortiz, as they've been going to that side repeatedly over and over and having success.
Comes another corner from the far side here. And the keeper was out and he was pushed. Whistle blew right away. Starting to get a little bit of scattered rain here.
Fans, are you feeling hungry? The Soul is proud to offer.
Let's take another look here at this corner.
Philly.
There you see.
Chocolate Cartel.
Keeper got the benefit of the doubt. Third corner already. That was taken by the Rapids. You've mentioned it, Tio. They've just won a bunch of one-on-one battles. Tried to thread that ahead to Lawrence. No. DePaula will play it back.
You know, and that's one name that we haven't heard a whole lot here for the Souls. Luke Lawrence really isolated there atop the formation for the Soul and not really getting any looks with the way that the Rapids are controlling possession and really keeping the ball here on the other side of the pitch.
To Falling. Ortiz. Tausch. Back to Ortiz. Mesa. Madrid. Madrid's looking for a switch. Trying to find Taylor on that run all the way on the other side.
Third time of the half they've gone there on the switch of play over to Nick Taylor. And they just haven't been able to put that last touch on there.
They'll earn the corner here. This is where Luke Lawrence is so dangerous. Tausch usually join the action because he's usually taller than most. That was right to the keeper. Gasson not challenged on that one. Tausch, Davila. A little too heavy, couldn't get that one to Luke Lawrence. It's got to be tough to judge this wind here, Ty.
Definitely with it coming in. I mean, it comes and goes so much, and you know, we've had some really strong gusts as well. So yeah, definitely hard to gauge it.
There's a bad giveaway. Here's Mesa. Plays it to Madrid. Still Madrid, plenty of space. And he'll play the cross at the top to Pacheco. Heavy first touch for Pat. Pacheco couldn't one-time that.
It's a nice idea there by the Soul, just unable to execute, as we see so much here in the beautiful game. But when it does click, it's beautiful.
Trying to get it ahead to Andre, couldn't that time. Tausch defending. It was really a beautiful build-up play by Isaiah Madrid, running into space, getting it to Pacheco.
It started there with Mesa initially, and how he did the little fancy footwork laying it off there.
KV will go over, take the corner again from the far side. Fourth corner, third one from that far side of the pitch. So play this one short. Dorsey gets it back to him. Bushi. Switch sides here to Perez. Moshe. That's a beautiful cross! The flag went up. Well, you see why Perez is a top prospect in the PDL right there. Good eyes on that cross right there.
And again, the Soul fortunate to not have allowed a goal here in the 25th minute, Sebastian. It seems like the Rapids have had countless chances so far.
Let's take another look at this beauty from Perez. Just did get the benefit of the flag there. We mentioned Shiyashiki, Dorsey, Perez, all in the top 50 prospect list on the PDL. Tausch, Davila. Falling really wasn't, he was in between whether he wanted to attack that one or not. After Lawrence wanted it out of the air.
With proceeds benefiting the ALS Foundation.
A little bit of extracurricular there by Isaiah Madrid. Lucky he didn't get any talking to there from the officials right in front of him.
Him and DePaula, I think they were comparing faux hawks. Isaiah's got him beat on that one.
This is just a little bit longer. He does have a cleaner fade though.
Yeah.
I'll give him that. DePaula's looks like he could go a little bit more military style cut.
Pacheco. Still Pacheco.
And what a battle there in the midfield.
They finally do take it away from Pat. DePaula. Dorsey, heavy first touch, but really poor defending back there. Nice recovery from Tausch to bail his buddy out. Ortiz really couldn't take advantage of that heavy first touch. Thought Ortiz was going to be able to dispossess him. Here's Pacheco trying to find Taylor. Taylor going one-on-one. He's got him beat. Still Taylor. To Lawrence, Luke! And the flag went up. Tell you what, though, it's a nice run into that open space there from Taylor.
Yeah, unlucky there for this Soul in the 18. They had all the makings there for a goal. Just, again, like I said, the last touch, they just can't seem to get it right.
Let's take a look here. Taylor wins all kinds of space. Lawrence. It's a tough touch from Lawrence.
Well, the Rapids have shown so far, at least a couple of times, that they are vulnerable at the back.
Here's Madrid on the giveaway. Lucas got a one-on-one now. He's going to leave it back to Madrid. Isaiah, does he want to shoot? No, he's going to swing it back around. Here comes Falling. Oh, heavy first touch. And then a foul. Another golden opportunity, that time for Quinn Falling.
You know, and you got to know when you're playing against this side that you're not going to get many of those. More or less 3 of them in a half.
Madrid did a really nice job to take it away there and start that play. They may have something, though, with Isaiah and Taylor on that right side, or on the far side, I should say. Now they're trying to get it forward to DePaula. That's over his head. He's not happy about it.
We've seen the Soul be able to attack on both sides of the pitch, near and far. Now it's up to them to determine what works best and try to exploit it a little more.
That has been a huge difference under Justin Sells this year, as they've really used the entire width of the pitch.
And we saw a lot, I know last season, that they try to play it up through the back, adamantly, and it was almost to a fault. I just don't think they had the chemistry nor some of the players they have this year.
Dorsey.
We're
going to get a foul here. As Dorsey was trying to win the battle, let's take another look here at this last chance. Beautiful lead up to this play by Madrid. He swings it back around. I think that was the right decision. And then Falling just overran that ball.
That was a bad misjudgment there.
Dangerous free kick coming up here. Replaced courtesy of our technical director, Alden Iwani, Josh Brown directing tonight. We got Ron Molina, William Powell, Drew Apadaka on camera. The entire ProView Networks team here at St. Pius High School. See who wants this one.
Let's see, it looks like sizing it up is Boucher.
A few standing over it. But it looks like Noah will get it here.
Can't tell if that's
Moshe Perez is up there as well.
Yeah, that is Perez.
So it'll be Boucher or Perez here maybe. It'll be Perez. Off the deflection. Into the hands of the Sandianistas.
That was an excellent save there by Gasson. I know it's only been half an hour here, but Gasson, he's put in a good shift.
Both teams with their opportunities. Let's take another look here. That one deflected off the wall and then still required Gasson's attention. Out in front, the dangerous ball. Both teams with their chances. You see Gasson.
Corner kick Rapids.
Not happy with some of the marking there. He's going to have to field another corner here on the other side. Watch Perez at the top of the box. No, he's going to stay back. It's a dangerous header, but it's high there from Shinyashiki. Well, half an hour gone by. Both teams have to feel like they should be on the score sheet.
Right, a couple of times on either side as well. We've seen
hydration break here, Tyler. I don't know if anyone's bringing us any hydration.
Gotta put in a call down to the sideline, perhaps. I don't know.
But what are your early thoughts here? It seems like they've gotten into the flow a little bit, started to build some possession. I think they've taken some advantage when Madrid and Taylor have been hooked up.
Yeah, definitely, and they've also done, they've done rather well on the defensive side. We've seen them stay composed. They've let a few slip through where Gasson had to step up and make a few saves. But for the most part, we really haven't seen Shinyashiki get free like we were early on in the match. And then as the matches wore on here through the last about 10 minutes of the match, we were seeing the Soul get on the attacking side. They're showing that they're capable of slipping in behind the Rapids, as the Rapids defensive line has made a mess more than once. Now the only thing left to do for either side here is just put the ball in the back of the net, and it's a lot easier said than done, but they've certainly had the opportunities on either side.
I want to thank Garden Schwartz Team Sales for customized athletic apparel, quality, and unique sports clothing, and all your team uniform needs. Visit our friends at Garden Schwartz Team Sales, and as well as State Farm Insurance. Local State Farm Insurance reps Marty Seiss, Art Sandoval, and Michelle Rudolph. And Sadie's, kids come in wearing your youth sports jersey, and kids eat for free off the kids menu. That's all at Sadie's on 4th Street. I know you've snuck in a few times with your kids' Harry Kane jersey and tried to get some free stuff, right?
It works every time, every single time.
And don't forget to visit the
done well for the most part. He has let a couple go by, but it's tough when you're going against these prospects.
Here's Lawrence across the shot. No! Mesa tried to tuck it in, far post, couldn't finish it. That was a beautiful ball by Lawrence. That was your pick to click for man of the match, wasn't it?
Yes, it was indeed.
That would have been an assist worthy of it. Some pressure being applied by Madrid. He's been a warrior out there applying that pressure.
Lawrence doesn't have an assist to his name this season. He does have 3 goals in 9 games played on 12 shots. So that would have opened up his assist count.
DePaula wants to switch on his side. Instead, Andre tried to get it ahead. Davila, well, a nice job sliding in the way of that one. Again, Edgar clears. They seem to have adjusted, and they're much more aggressive on clearing some of these balls. They're not letting it get deep into some troublesome areas, which is what the Rapids want.
Our partnership with Ink Theory. Come see what live printing is all about.
They get it ahead now to Dorsey.
Tonight, we are offering Albuquerque Soul.
And that's going to be a foul on Dorsey.
Bit of a simulation it looked like there from Dorsey.
Let's take another look here at Lawrence. He's got some space and a beautiful ball back into Noe Mesa. Just couldn't finish it.
Yeah, Eduardo Reza there, the center back, doing fantastic to get in there and disrupt the shot. But a good find there from Luke Lawrence.
DePaula. Well, I'll tell you what, Madrid has been a standout in this opening half. Quickly on the restart, here's Ortiz. Pacheco, local boy from Taos. Can't call him a boy anymore, he's a veteran. Pacheco to Taylor. Taylor playing the cross and the header, no, right to the keeper. Good ball in though, but just not enough power. When it comes from that angle, you have to supply all the power there if you're Luke Lawrence.
Yeah, wasn't able to make full contact with that. We've seen Lawrence with his powerful headers before. Just kind of missed that one.
See now the Soul pressing a little bit here. Trying to prevent the possession game the other way. DePaula, plenty of room on this near side. You play that cross out in front. No trouble in the end there for Connor Gavigan. Taylor. Dangerous spot here, almost gave it away. Madrid will get it ahead. Now Ortiz. Got Falling to his right, Lawrence to his right, Falling to his left. And there's a giveaway. Dorsey will restart it now on the counter to Akamatsu. He's been quiet. 1v1 opportunity here. Chips the keeper. Wow. Gasson.
That might be your pick to click there, your man of the match. Casey Gasson with the right hand made of steel. We've seen him make 2 excellent quality saves there, just with that stiff right hand, looking almost like Dikembe Mutombo out there swatting those shots.
You see there, he just clearly what strategy here is to just try to chip the keeper as we take a look on that last header from Luke Lawrence. But obviously that was the strategy there, was to try to chip Gasson. Take another look at it here. He had him set up to chip him. Gasson had other ideas that got right to his fingertips there. Trying to get it ahead to Mesa. He's working 1 against 3. And he loses it. He had Taylor trailing the play on that far side.
Yeah, and that's a tough situation there for Mesa. You've got to be absolutely perfect with that ball.
The Rapids have had 3 back defensively every time, whether it be against Lawrence or against Mesa. They've worked against 3 defenders.
And I think that tells you a bit about, obviously, their game plan. They don't see, I guess, the front options of the Soul as much of a threat, and they do see the weakness of the back line of the Soul, which is held up pretty well here through 38 minutes, Sebastian.
Boucher will get it started again for the Rapids. Cavey. Madrid tried to take it away. There's Lawrence. Luke going to cut to his right. And that's going to be a good free kick opportunity coming here for the Soul. Card might be coming, and it is. No doubt there. As Pearson is in the book. Lawrence had all kinds of room, cut to his right, and they had to take Luke out. Let's take a look here.
Free kick for the Soul.
Look at the physicality here of Luke Lawrence too, just getting his body in front of the defender.
Cut it back to his right and then just caught him.
That's a properly awarded yellow card.
Madrid over this one, as well as Mesa.
It's going to be tough for Madrid with that wind blowing straight into his face here. It's starting to pick up as well.
If you can curl this around that right side of the wall here, maybe fool the keeper, Gavigan. Here's the bender right at Gavigan. That was the idea. Curl it around that right side.
Gavigan, he's done well here. You know, we've seen him made a mess a couple of times, but clean sheet still intact through 39 minutes.
Oh, there's no doubt, Teal. He's not deserving of that clean sheet after that one mess, but that's what we have, a 0-0 tie still. It's a nice ball ahead. Haven't really seen Andre work that side of the pitch. Nobody home on the switch to the other side there.
That was a fantastic soft first touch there for Shinyashiki. He just...
Let's take another look here at this free one. It's going to be a tough one in the end, and Gavigan didn't give him that side of the goal at all. Tausch will clear it. The local academy charger. Pearson won that one out of the air. DePaula. Madrid quickly wants to get started. Pearson, too aggressive. Jumped up with the back of Luke Lawrence.
And Pearson's got to be careful. He's already got a yellow.
Madrid. 40th minute. Isaiah trying to get it forward to Luke. It's a good ball ahead now. And Lawrence loses it in the corner. You're going to be able to get Lawrence to chase most of those down because we talk about it all the time, but the grass is so thick here at Ben Rios. It's going to check up.
The Albuquerque Soul.
Yeah, and that's going to be something that we're going to see make a big difference on Saturday's match, Sebastian, when these two teams square off again. But that one's going to be at the University of New Mexico field where the grass is much, much shorter over there. It's going to be an adjustment here for both sides. I know the Soul have already played a match over there, but that's not it's not really something that you can get used to, you know, just having a kickabout for a few minutes.
Also, we hope to see you out at UNM on Saturday. Trying to play it ahead there to Dorsey, Madrid. That one's over Taylor's head. Busy eventful day for the ProView Networks team on Saturday. I'll be at Tingley Coliseum for the CIF Championship. I know you'll be at UNM for that one. We already have a vote for man of the match. The crowd has spoken. Jeremy Kitzmiller, he wants Casey Gasson for man of the match at ProView TV.
And that's a great
with that,
pick.
right?
Yeah, for the first half, certainly. He's come up with 2 huge saves here, really keeping the Soul in this match. Shout out there to Jeremy for the tweet.
So if you have a pick for your man of the match thus far, you can definitely tweet us at ProView TV. Up that far side now, Pacheco working with Taylor. Taylor, still Taylor. Some space for Taylor to run. Still Taylor, he'll have a shot, and it's skies high off the left foot. Taylor usually not that aggressive, but he ventured all the way to the middle. He let one rip. So we're approaching the midpoint here. Still 0-0 at Ben Rios Memorial here in Albuquerque. Trying to get it ahead to Dorsey. Ortiz did a nice job there. Dorsey took him out. Wow, no whistle. Dorsey got away with one there. And then he went full Sean Penn in the box trying to draw the penalty. And he was not rewarded, but he definitely got away with a foul on Ortiz there.
Surprising.
As Ortiz did a beautiful job defending.
Yeah, this linesman here on this near side has been all over things here in this first half. He's been real busy as well with the ball here on this side of the pitch so often.
Finally, they get a little bit of space. There's a shot from DePaula, but all the sting taken out of that before it gets to Gasson. Ortiz just did a fantastic job there on his defensive assignment. He wasn't rewarded when he got shoved in the end. Johnson won that one out of the air. This could be trouble here for as Andre. Gonna turn on the after jets here. Trying to play it back to the middle. That's a beautiful ball. Let's see if he can have a rip. Good defending by Tausch, the local boy. He was all over that one, the former Academy Charger.
The Soul with 7 men inside the 18 there on that possession.
Let's take another look here as Dorsey with that right arm just shoved Ortiz right down. Ray Charles could have called that. And then he went down a little too easy in the box. Still scoreless here at Ben Rios as we approach the midpoint. Both teams have had opportunities. It's been an entertaining half with some near misses.
Shy on goals, definitely not shy on opportunities.
Between Gasson and Tausch in the back today, they've been very solid defending. Just have to feel like if Luke Lawrence keeps working, he's going to get something. He's left off a couple of nice passes for his mates. Nearly won a couple of 1v1s. Madrid. That was not going to stay in play. They want to restart quickly to Paula. Cavey. Trying to get ahead to Dorsey.
And we're at the 45-minute mark. Official time.
Dorsey will take a quick throw. Oh, look at that beautiful work from Shiyashiki. Still him. Had it taken away momentarily. Now to DePaula, trying to cross it. Nobody there. Far post. Gasson watches it go by. Nice work there. But you can see why 7 goals, 3 assists on his card for Andre Shinyashiki. So quick, so athletic, so good over the ball, Tyler.
He's everywhere. He's one of those that, you know, we hear all the time. He has a natural instinct for the ball. He's always in the right spot, it seems. And as you said, he's quick. So if he's not there, then he's going to get there pretty soon.
Coming up on the halfway point here. Extra time kept down on the field. Don't want to let a cheap one go by here. DePaula, plenty of room if they can get it to him on the right side. Gets by Falling. Danger here. And who's there but Isaiah Madrid. Madrid, Gasson, Tausch, you have to be very impressed with that trio thus far defensively. Falling a little heavy on that touch. Try to get it ahead there. Mesa couldn't find Quinn.
And Falling has had some success going down here the left flank in this half.
Have to be close to the end of this added time here. The lights starting to kick in here at Ben Rios Memorial. One out of the air momentarily. They want to take the quick throw here. Getting a lot of added time here at the end of this half. I don't really know where all this time is coming from, Tyler.
I don't either. We didn't have any goals, any injuries, any time-wasting incidents that I could think of. We had a ton of opportunities, but I'm not entirely sure where this added time's coming from as well.
Rapid player down here on the sideline. That's DePaula holding that left leg here. Didn't quite see what happened there.
I think they're trying to say that Falling kicked out at DePaula. That's the reason for the frustration coming from Shinyashiki towards the linesman here.
Let's take another look here. We'll definitely get a look at it here. Nothing that I saw, Tyler. Saw a little leg movement there, but I don't think he connected with anything. A little bit of theatrics there, maybe. I'm not sure. Nevertheless, I still don't know where all this added time is coming from, as we didn't have any stoppages. Well, the hydration break was maybe a minute or two tops.
Yeah,
that's all I can think of.
It's the only thing I can think of, but we're well into, there it is.
So halftime here at Ben Rios Memorial. Plenty of opportunities both sides. Still 0-0 here in Albuquerque. Take a timeout. Come back with some first half highlights right here on ProView Networks.
This one is lifted deep to left field. That's gone. It's a solo shot. So Kevin Gutierrez makes it 6-0 at ABA. Ball is
Wondering if you can afford the ring of her dreams? At Crown Jewels and Coin, we actually double the diamond for what you would pay at a chain store. Trade in your old jewelry towards GIA certified diamonds. Choose from a large selection of settings featuring Viraggio. We can customize a design and offer no credit check 2-year interest-free financing. Get more than you ever thought possible here at Albuquerque's family jeweler for over 50 years. Crown Jewels and Coin, for all you treasure. 3248 San Mateo at Kruger's Corner.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Sports Network. Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
Get into the game with Garden Swartz Team Sales. They have everything you need, from screen printing, embroidery, and digital printing services, high school letterman jackets, and all high school and club uniforms, and individual and team apparel with the most reliable brands like Speedline, Rawlings, and Wilson. And don't forget to check out the latest F7 Shut helmet. It's all at Garden Swartz Team Sales. Give them a call, 505-884-1234. Garden Swartz Team Sales.
It's halftime here at Ben Rios Memorial in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Thanks for joining us here on ProView Networks. Sebastian Noel and Tyler Ortega here. We are pitch side here at St. Pius High School. Battle between the first place Rapids and the Soul. You would never be able to tell in that first half that 10 points separated the two sides, because the Soul really had a couple of golden opportunities, Tyler.
Yeah, they had a lot of good opportunities. So did the Rapids U23 squad. We saw Casey Gasson in between the pipes here for the Soul this evening, wearing number 28. He's made a number of key saves here on this side. And as you're saying, Sebastian, on the other side, the Soul, they've had a good amount of chances as well. Luke Lawrence being able to shake free a couple of times, just unable to find, I believe it was Nick Taylor there on the far side, as well as Isaiah Madrid. I know even here on this near side, we had Quinn Falling, who had a great opportunity, just overran the ball. So, you know, it's just the little things here for both sides. And, you know, I don't believe right now that we're at 0-0.
As we roll into some first half highlights here, we kind of questioned if the defense would be cohesive enough without the services of Dylan Nino, as you see that early shot off the post. If you're just joining us, a perennial fan favorite, Nino signed his first professional contract in Zimbabwe. There's the second shot, another beautiful stop from Gasson, who's between the pipes today in place of Ford Parker. There's that whiff on the other side for Gavigan, and the Soul just could not capitalize. A beautiful tackle by Eduardo Reza to save the goal there. And then on the other side, they had Dorsey to the right. Maybe you got to give that one to Dorsey, or maybe even Shioshiki. They couldn't find them. Here on the cross, the flag went up. It was a beautiful attempt from Moshe Perez, one of 3 top 50 in the PDL. And there you see an opportunity on the other side from Luke Lawrence. Here on the free kick, that took a deflection, and then the save from Gasson, as we've had some social media noise for him to be our man of the match in the first half, and I'd have a tough time disagreeing with that so far.
Yeah,
they've done a really nice job without Nino back there, between Gasson, Tausch, and then Madrid, really aggressive back there defending.
Yeah, and I mean, I think it all goes over to Gasson. We've seen the back line of the Soul break down a little bit a few times here in half number 1 through the first 45, and Gasson was called upon. This game, Sebastian, could very easily be 3-0 Colorado or 2-0 Albuquerque. Really, either way. And, you know, I firmly believe we've got some goals coming here in the second half.
It's been a very uncharacteristic opening half where both teams have left some opportunities right at the doorstep, something that you really don't expect. The Rapids score over 3 a game. The Soul have allowed 23, but really defensively they've looked as strong as they've looked in the last few matches. They haven't uncharacteristically given it away. There hasn't been a lot of sloppy play in the back, which is what Pat Pacheco talked with me about before the match, that they had to be more disciplined, less mistakes. Everyone had to be interested in defending tonight. Those were his words, and it seems like everyone has been interested in doing the dirty work of defending tonight.
They're doing very well, and as you've said, you've mentioned the name a few times, Alex Tausch. He's really been the rock back there in the back line for the Soul. We've seen him come up with a number of stops here as well, just atop the 18 or in the 18, and it's going to take another solid 45 minutes from the back line, as well as Casey Gasson, not only if they want to keep this this clean sheet, Sebastian, but maybe even come out of this one with a point tonight.
Seems like the Rapids have really tried to attack Joe Ortiz on his side of the pitch, and Ortiz looked a little shaky at first, but he's really righted that ship. Second half of that first half, I thought Ortiz was up to the task.
Yeah, they went at him early and they went at him often. And you know, we saw those highlights there from the first half. A number of those first half of the first half, I guess about the first 20 minutes or so, they were a lot of it coming down this near side flank. And you know, he did show him he could stand up to the task a little bit. They kind of laid off of him a little bit, and we saw them start trying the other flank on the far side of the pitch. So let's see what the strategy is like when these Rapids come out again, as Joseph Ortiz, he showed he can hang.
Day has turned tonight. We're still scoreless, 0-0 here on Pat Grange night at Ben Rios Memorial. You're watching PDL action right here on ProView Networks. Come on back for the second half in just a moment.
Car Crafters, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
Are you sure we're supposed to be doing this?
Don't worry, I've watched him do it 1,000 times. Come on, what's the worst that can happen?
No! Bad dog!
Hi, welcome to Car Crafters. What happened? Don't worry, we'll make it like it never happened.
Car Crafters, it's like it never happened.
Dreamstyle Remodeling has been wowing homeowners in New Mexico since 1989. Selected as Best Custom Home Remodeler for 3 consecutive years by readers of the Albuquerque Journal, we're also your exclusive provider for top home improvement brands like Renewal by Anderson, Four Seasons, Blaze King, and many others. Founded and headquartered in Albuquerque, Dreamstyle Remodeling is family-owned and now employs more than 500 people across the southwestern U.S. In fact, we've helped more than 60,000 homeowners improve their home in New Mexico, Arizona, California, Idaho, and West Texas. We're committed to providing a superior customer experience. We've earned 4.6 stars with hundreds of online reviews and have an A+ with the BBB. Dreamstyle Remodeling is a proud supporter of UNM Athletics. Visit our beautiful 10,000 square foot showroom at 1460 Renaissance Boulevard across from Sam's Club, or dreamstyleremodeling.com to make your home remodeling dreams come true.
The New Mexico High School Coaches Association, established in 1941, is an organization of New Mexico's best and most professional interscholastic coaches. Coaches across work daily to help our student athletes excel in the classroom, on the field of play, and in our communities. Students that participate in interscholastic activities attain higher grades, higher graduation rates, and higher wages. Responsible for the North-South All-Star Games, statewide Coaches Award Program, and providing multiple professional development opportunities for New Mexico's coaches. Be a great coach by coaching beyond the game.
Gecko's Bar and Tapas, a proud supporter of ProView Networks. It's been a fan favorite spot for food lovers and sports fans. With not one, but 2 great locations, including outdoor patio, an atmosphere you won't want to miss. Gecko's, off Academy and in Nob Hill.
Is this my car?
State Farm knows that for every one of those moments,
This is ridiculous!
there's one of these.
Is this my car? What? This is ridiculous.
This can't be happening!
This can't be happening.
Oh, it's happening, sweetheart.
Oh, it's happening, sweetheart.
Shut up.
Shut up!
That's why State Farm is there, with car insurance for when things go wrong, but also here with car loans to help life go right. State Farm.
Talk to State Farm agent Marty Size or Michelle Rudolph in Albuquerque today.
Terry Cosper Insurance Agency is a proud partner with ProView Networks and a proud supporter of New Mexico high school athletics. Terry's been a local farmer's agent for over 20 years for auto, home, life, and business insurance. Just like high school sports are important, so are teen drivers. For more information, call Terry or one of his licensed staff members at 898-5556. Quotes are available for you.
Sadie's is a proud supporter of New Mexico high school sports and athletics, and we here at ProView Networks would like to thank Sadie's for their continued support in helping us bring you all of your New Mexico high school sports coverage.
Folks, there's no other way but to be all in. Either he's Lord of all, or he is not Lord at all. And you can experience the real and authentic, true life change that only God can provide to humanity. See, when we truly encounter Jesus and purpose to know him and follow his teachings, #life change will occur.
When I train for American Ninja Warrior, I schedule regular workouts to stay in shape. To keep my car in Ninja Tough shape, I head to a Napa Auto Care Center for regular maintenance and genuine Napa Auto parts, like brakes and batteries. I trust my Napa Auto Care Center for quality parts and quality service.
And with the 24-month, 24,000-mile nationwide warranty, I drive away with peace of mind every time.
Visit AutoCareNM.com to find a location near you.
The Barley Room, a proud sponsor of ProView Networks for over 9 years, is pleased to introduce Black Iron Catering. From weddings and family reunions to birthdays and office parties, Black Iron Catering is perfect for any event. Contact Jamie at 505-459-8259 and book your event today. Black Iron Catering. Let us bring our kitchen to you.
We're back here at Ben Rios Memorial in Albuquerque. It's a 0-0 tie here at halftime. As we mentioned before, the Soul have really found a return to form on the defensive side of the ball. They've done no problem replacing fan favorite Dylan Nino. I know that was a big blow to the team and the fans. I know Lucas Cash and his young son Abe, president and vice president of the Dylan Nino fan club here, devastated that they don't see that beautiful blonde hair on the field anymore. But man, have they been up to the task defending today.
Yeah, it's been a team effort for what it's been worth there in the first 45 between Alex Tausch. We've seen a lot of Joseph Ortiz there at the left back position, as well as Edgar Davila. Him and Tausch there as the two center backs have really had their hands full in that first 45 with Andre Shinyashiki, as well as Griffin Dorsey and also Moshe Perez. So there's been a lot of options coming at him.
Yeah, and usually one thing you can always say about Alex Tausch is he's not going to get outworked, knocked around back there. He's a very physical and capable defender back there, and he's done just that today. See if it gets chippier in the second half, as the teams did exchange some pleasantries on their way off the pitch there at the half. That may have been triggered by Quinn Falling and his little episode there with Lucas DePaula just before the half. So still looking for the first goal of what has been an eventful opening half here at Ben Rios Memorial. Sebastian Noel, Tyler Ortega here, director Josh Brown, technical director Alden Ioani. Almost an early giveaway there. Now they do give it away. Madrid steps into it. Here's Lawrence. Let's see if he can win the battle. No. He's dispossessed.
DePaula, one of the few on this roster that's played all 8 matches for this squad.
A very deep Rapids roster.
The other one we see on the pitch tonight is Dorsey. He's played in all 8 as well.
Davila. Flag went up. Lawrence tried to win it in the air.
Surprised we haven't seen more of Griffin Dorsey here this evening. He's played all 8 matches. He's got 4 goals and 2 assists on 19 shots.
It was Dorsey that played it back now. Jeresa. Try to get up that far side. Just a very unusual, eventful opening. Just a shocker that one of those balls didn't find the net on either side. Lawrence trying to get it ahead to Luke. Couldn't quite control on the end of that.
Eduardo Reza is stepping in there, and Reza wearing the number 20 there in yellow. He looks a bit undersized for a center back, but certainly physical, and he's got the speed.
Throw. Cavey. Now a counter here. Playing up the far side. Trying to cross it forward. That's a beautiful ball ahead. Heavy first touch for Andre there. And right to Gaston. You don't see it. Shiki with a heavy touch like that often. Andre wants that one to do over, I'm sure, Tyler.
Yeah, and Gaston just strengthening his case for man of the match here. He's got a number of saves here through the first about 48 minutes.
And again, you see on that ball forward too, Andre, if you get it forward, the ball is definitely going to check up. .48th minute here at St. Pius. Still a clean sheet for both keepers. And both were tested earlier. And there's the foul. Quickly on the restart here. Rapids tried to get it going again quickly. Mesa took it away. And here's Madrid. Physical battle there. Madrid let one rip, took a deflection. But that took all the sting out of it before it got to Gavigan. Nice job by Pacheco to take it away, but then he lost it right back. Quickly on the turn, Moshe Perez trying to find Dorsey on the far side, but you saw how quickly Perez turned around there. If you're just joining us, 20 points atop the Mountain Division, the Rapids. They're in first, 4th place, Sold 3-5-1, 10 points behind, but they've been up to the challenge in this opening half. Dare I say they've had the better of the opportunities.
Yeah, and I don't think that's much of a stretch. We've seen a number of good opportunities for either side, just unable to cash in.
Just think Madrid is going to break through in this half. He's looked superior against his defenders when he's been in a 1v1 situation.
Lawrence has shaken loose a couple of times as well. So it's a game of inches here this evening. So we stand 0-0.
Madrid again, helped take that one away. Now Taylor, way out wide to Urbani. Haven't called his name all day. James still going, he plays the cross, the header! Beautiful ball to Lawrence. First time it really been at James Urbani's feet, and he did well with it there. James has it again. Back to Madrid.
And Lawrence just unable to get in front of his defender there. Otherwise, I think that one finds the back of the net.
Sloppy giveaway there from Mesa. This is trouble. Here comes Dorsey. Gets it ahead. Trying to get it back to Dorsey on the 1-2. As Moshe Perez couldn't get it back to Griffin Dorsey. But Noe has to be a little tighter with the ball there. It's over here to Taylor. Taylor trying to pay it forward to Luke. Again, plenty of defenders back. They've had 2-3 yellow jerseys on that side of the ball all night, Tyler.
Yeah, it's been a nice discipline showing here from this Rapids U23 squad. And, you know, frankly, it's something that you expect from this team just by looking at the record coming into this match. 6 wins, 2 draws. You don't get that by being an undisciplined side.
KV takes away the ball. Here's Akamatsu. I don't think he's seen the leather all the first half. Perez trying to switch it. They've done a really nice job taking Kenny Akamatsu out of this first half, haven't they?
Definitely, and Perez there shouting across the field. Wasn't on the same page, it looked like, as he's showcasing his frustrations. You know, and that's something that you don't want if you're the Rapids.
Played ahead to following the flag, stayed down. That was a nice ball ahead by Davila. Sol lose it centrally there. It's really the first time I can remember them dispossessing Madrid. Trying to chip it ahead. Flags down, they're trying to chip the keeper. No.
It's kind of an odd vantage point there with the goalposts for the regular football field behind it there. But luckily for Gasson, that one stays out.
They've tried to chip Gasson twice. Lawrence, again, the lone man up top. And you see Aressa was shouting at the linesman there. He thought he was shoved. I didn't really see anything, Tyler.
He just shouted at him again, too. And the linesman just points right back at him. Are you serious?
Wow, that was certainly wishful thinking from afar, but why not have a rip?
He wasn't off by much.
Trying to catch Gavigan. There's been chances in front of the net. It wouldn't surprise me if something like that went in.
That's all we're missing from the script here this evening.
They're wearing that linesman out. Now Connor Johnson was over to have a word with him. Urbani? No. Thought he won that one in the air. Beautiful concert being put on by the Sandianistas.
Let's say we've got some Yellow Submarine playing off to our right.
I think they have a special guest composer over there. I see Ron Patel has made his way down there. He's got the Southwest Orchestra in fine tune there behind the net.
The Sandianistas always doing well to show support out here for the Soul.
Perez tried to get it out wide. That was not a bad idea to Dorsey. You know what I love about the Sandianistas, Tyler?
What is that?
The cooler's never empty. Here we go. Trying to play it on the near side to Taylor. Still tip ball. Beautiful overlapping run there by Urbani. They get it to him. He's got some options now. He gets the cross forward. Still forward and in. He slots it home. Beautiful ball there, and it was all set up by Urbani, and finally Lawrence put it away.
We've seen Urbani get the ball twice here in this second half on this near side. Both times he was able to pick out his target. Both times he actually found Luke Lawrence. It looks like we may have an injury there coming out of the celebration.
That's not good either. If that's who I think it is, it might be Madrid. There you see the red smoke.
Number 9, Luke.
It is Madrid holding the back of his head. But it was a beautiful cross from Urbani. It looked like it was going to meet Noe Mesa on the header, but it just sailed over Mesa, got right to Lawrence, and he's able to slot it home.
And how about the composure shown there by the number 9 in red of the Albuquerque Soul, Luke Lawrence. He gets the ball at his feet. He doesn't panic Sebastian. He just gets it set and rips it in cleanly past Gavigan. And that was my pick for man of the match there, Lawrence. And he's on the board.
Clearly, the Soul were inspired by the Sandinistas' rousing rendition of Yellow Submarine, and that led to the first goal in the 55th minute there.
Can that be the new unofficial fight song?
You never know. A 1-0 lead over the first place Rapids here at Ben Rios Memorial in Albuquerque.
This could be the first L of the season for this Rapids U23.
Akamatsu running down that near side. They really haven't gotten it to Kenny. And now with the lead, they can definitely do what Pat Pacheco said, and that's get behind the ball and defend.
And we saw more than a few times in half number 1 with 8 red shirts in the box forming a proverbial brick wall back there.
KV will take the corner here on the near side. And that misses everybody.
Yeah, really big bunch up there at the back post. And it just looked like too much of a cluster for anybody to get up.
Let's take a look, another look here at Urbani's ball. There you see the header missed. It lands right at the feet of Luke Lawrence. Gathers, composes, and lets it rip. And now they got a chance at another one here on the far side. As that's Mesa. He's taken out.
I think that was DePaula there. And DePaula, he's frustrated. Look at his body language. We saw him, he was acting out there before the break. And after we had went off air, Sebastian, there going into the half, he was doing a little bit of pushing and shoving with a few of the members of the Soul. So perhaps the mind game's starting to take a toll here on Lucas DePaula Vasconcelos Fagati.
Wow, that's research right there. He's just DePaula to me.
Yellow card assessed to Rapids number 2.
And he did get a yellow card there, so I don't know if it was for the foul or the descent after. But interesting spot for a free kick here. To Lawrence, the head, to the corner. No. Looking for that upper V there. That was Alex Touche.
And it looked like he was initially complaining to the official, and once he turned his head back around, Lawrence had just played the ball back to him. I don't think he had enough time to properly react and really try to get a good shot on target there.
It's all about tonight.
Nessa. And that one deflect off him out of bounds.
A portion of tonight's proceeds from the green shirt sales will be donated.
59th minute here, 1-0.
This
will be a very well-earned 3 points if the Soul can see it out.
There's somewhat of a fairy tale win here on Pat Grange night.
Lawrence has been working hard the entire match. He finally had one fall right to his feet, and he just so composed, lined it up and slotted it in. You see, Luke was pressing really high up there. Look at Madrid. He's been really tough to get the ball past. He almost took that one away. Connor Johnson wants it on this near side. Urbani missed. Another beautiful takeaway there from Tausch. The whistle finally does come. Boy, Alex Touche back there. I think the referees probably had enough dissent for the night.
Yeah.
Letting some of the players know.
And Shin Yashiki getting a talking to as well. Only one or two yellow cards now here this evening. The first was Quentin Pearson there in that first half.
Noah Bushi will come off here.
Johnson goes out as well. It looks like Akamatsu is out as well.
We'll get these subs to you as soon as we can see the jersey numbers. John Heist.
Heist, another prolific goal scorer here on this Rapids side. He's got 6 goals on the season. That's good enough to put him behind his teammate Shinyashiki for
Dangerous cross.
Second in the division.
Again, Tush right there defending, as that was dangerous ball. A lot of room here. Taylor to his right. Taylor. Back at the top to Madrid. He lets one rip with the left foot. No, off of. Did that take a deflection? No. Maybe that did.
Maybe you'd like to see Isaiah Madrid look for another option there. That was a tough, tough shot. .240 minutes played between these two sides this season here, Sebastian. We've seen the Soul so far with a clean sheet here tonight. You've got to take that as a mini win, I guess, through 62 minutes here against this side, especially considering some of the chances that you've given them.
Oh, no doubt, Tyler, absolutely.
Number 4, Noah Bushy. Number 22, Connor Johnson. And number 26, Kenny Akamatsu. Entering the game for the Rapids, number 43, Ryan Crowley.
So Ryan Crowley.
Number 15, David Ramos.
And David Ramos, come on.
Number 9, John Ace.
Taylor. Take it away from Lawrence. Touche will head it back. Urbani on the gamble there, I beg your pardon, Madrid. Flag comes up, clearly offsides there. It's the sub Heist, it's just checked in. So you see 3rd minute here in Albuquerque, 1-0 score. 55th minute is when the Soul finally did strike tonight. Luke Lawrence on a beautiful ball. James Urbani. Taylor. There's Urbani. That was that similar overlap that yielded that last goal. Back to Madrid. Gets it ahead to Urbani. Tried to thread the needle to Lawrence. That was a very good idea. Taylor on the back heel tried to find Urbani. He'll turn it over. Trying to race it up this near flank. Madrid got whistled for a foul there. I didn't see much on that.
LSS to the Soul.
Really, they haven't looked as comfortable possessing the ball, Colorado that is, Tyler, in this second half.
Yeah, and I really don't know what it is. I think maybe the few opportunities that the Soul have gotten in behind that back line, it's really put this Colorado Rapids team on edge somewhat. As we saw there through the first at least 5 minutes of the match, they had completely almost dominated possession there, and they even hit that one off the post in the 5th minute from Shinyashiki.
Trying to switch it now to the other side. That's where Heist is. Crowley. Cavey. Trying to thread it through now. DePaula again, Touche right there. Clear that attempt at a cross. This time a shot, maybe no. They tried to cross it. Nothing doing.
Looking for, I think that was Shinyashiki there on that backside. Looking to rattle free again, as he's done multiple times here tonight. And it's kind of a shock that he hasn't found the back of the net yet.
Just really organized defending back there tonight. That's got to make Coach Sells very happy.
It looks like Shinyashiki has been moved over to the left flank. They've got Heist up top there. So Shinyashiki playing at
Madrid. How the whistle didn't blow there, he played advantage, I guess, but
I think that's considered assault in some states, Sebastian.
yeah, New Mexico's one of them. Touche gets it ahead. Pacheco gets it over far side. One falls to Taylor. Taylor looking for a cross to Lawrence! Almost on the end of another hitter.
On the backside, Falling tried his best to keep it in, but I don't know, he just couldn't get it there, and that would have been another nice opportunity there for the Soul. Lawrence just let it sneak right on by him.
Beautiful ball there by Taylor. Look at Madrid. He's been doing that all night. He finally gets one away. A rip! Oh, right through the 5-hole! Madrid is rewarded for all his hard work, and it's 2-0 Soul. Somewhere Tommy Ramos is smiling as he gives the old Ramos gun salute. He's been defending so hard all night long, and Isaiah is rewarded.
That was just fantastic from Isaiah Madrid. All the way from the heads-up steal to the finish, and then the celebration.
Yeah, the old Tommy gun.
Is beautifully done.
It's a throwback to Ramos. Take another look here. He's been defending like this all night long. And right through the 5-hole of Gavigan, and it's 2-0. Near side lights have gone out here. Trying to play it ahead there. Gasson up to the task.
Wow, 68 minutes in here, Sebastian. If you would have told me that it would be 2-0 in favor of the Soul after that first 10 minutes of the match, I might have said you were crazy. The Soul have done...
Get away again. There's Lawrence. Taylor on the right. You're right, Tyler. After the first 10 minutes, it's been a different match. Taylor had it taken away. Madrid right there almost won it back. I'm trying to play it forward now. Andre's going to be able to run this down easily with the grass being so thick. Look at that sliding tackle attempt. No.
That looks to be a goal.
Yeah, that's...
That one found the back of the net.
Beautiful work there from Andre Shinyashiki there. Just one we've won. He won the athletic battle. Thought the Soul were going to be able to get back at the last moment to defend there, and they just couldn't. Let's take another look here. This is beautiful work.
And that's why Andre Shinyashiki is the top scorer in the Mountain Division. That is his 8th goal on the season, to go along with 3 assists in just 9 appearances. You can tell, Sebastian, you alluded to it earlier, all these prospects that they've got here on this Rapids U23 side, he may be the brightest of all.
It's his 8th goal of the season in just 6 matches. And here he is over the ball again, causing all kinds of problems. Ramos on the cross, trouble! Oh, last minute save by Edgar Davila, saves the day. As Gaston was out of the picture there for the equalizer, and Davila at the last moment.
It's almost like a switch has just flipped here for the Rapids U23. After the Soul got up 2-0, they just can't do any wrong.
Dangerous moments there. As the Rapids have started to build some possession here. playing up that far side. Again, another cross, dangerous ball in. This one's going to head up into the hands of Gasson. They are just trying to cross every ball in now to either Heist or, of course, Andre. Take another look there as Gasson was well out of the picture, and Davila right there on the doorstep to make the save.
And that's a nice heads-up play there by Davila, but if you're the Rapids, you've got to wonder how on earth you only have one goal here this evening. The finishing has been not necessarily poor. We've seen Gasson come up with a ton of good saves.
Concession stands offer fan favorites.
Urbani on the throw. They're playing in the dark on the near side of the center light stanchion. That's gone out.
Near the front office. Correction, front entrance.
Ramos almost lost his footing for a moment there. It was a beautiful sliding tackle there from Noe Mesa. The Rapids right back over the ball though. Comes Perez. Still Moshe Perez. Trying to leave it off to his right. The cutback. Got a toe in there. That's nice defending by Pacheco. Relieve some pressure. They'll have to try to build it back out of the back.
DePaula's acceleration is maybe second to none out there on the pitch.
Crowley, get it to Ramos. Back to Ramos. Madrid took a chance there.
He lucked out there. He went in with 2 feet and completely missed everything.
Nice ball ahead to Perez. That was a good job dispossessing there by Davila.
I don't think that's the recipe here for the Soul at this time in the match. Luke Lawrence, he's already starting to move a bit slow. His legs look a little bit heavy. In the 72nd minute, I don't think those long balls are going to be catching, especially if Luke Lawrence up top. I don't think you're going to be catching anybody off guard. I think you've got a chance if you're trying to do those earlier in the game, but not at this time with the pace that we've had throughout the match.
Miguel Lucero and Charles Touche are the listed forwards on the sub sheet for Justin Sells tonight. Soul trying to see out the 3 points here as we're in the 73rd minute here in Albuquerque at Ben Rios Memorial. So Edgar Davila saved what would have been an equalizer. And I have a feeling that this one might require an insurance goal for Albuquerque.
And Miguel Lucero, he's played in 8 games here for the Soul this season. He's only got 2 shots on target, no goals, no assists.
Beautiful job there at the midfield. Had a chance maybe to shoot from afar. And then some very stout defending took it away from Noe Mesa. I think that was Pacheco that got the original toe in there. Trying to play it ahead to Dorsey. Now up on the far side, the cross, no. So yield a corner.
Corner kick Rapids.
It looks like Moshe Perez is going to take this corner. Heist might be a good target here. Instead, they'll play it short. Back to Perez. He's got some space. And beautiful defending there. I believe that was Falling.
And Falling's put in a really good shift here tonight. He's been busy on both sides of the ball, Sebastian. We've seen him get forth and make a few runs and even have a nice opportunity in the box that he just overran there in the first half. And on the defensive side, he's made multiple stops.
That was Falling. We are broadcasting in the dark here, the center light stanchion out here on the near side. I want you to remember that on Saturday, Tyler, when you're in the fully illuminated press box at UNM, that we had to battle the elements here tonight.
What elements we're battling as well.
On the throw. Trying to get it into Heist. Plenty of room out in front now. He's going to cut back to the middle. Falls right to the guy you don't want it to fall to. Andre will have the shot, but right at Gasson.
And I want to talk about that first touch there by Shinya Shiki off that deflection. That ball is probably about 40, 50 feet high in the air, and he just beautifully controls it.
Take a look here.
Tries to.
Here's a chance, Lawrence! No, just wide. He had the keeper committed. On the other end, it was Davila with another nice piece of defending. Stepping up, Edgar wins it out of the air momentarily. Or Bonnie trying to sky it all the way over to the other side. Get it over to Noah Mesa, and he couldn't.
It's a good idea there for the Soul.
76th minute here in Albuquerque. It's a 2-1 affair. 10 points separate these two teams in the standings. Ramos on the near side here in front of us. Again, Madrid very aggressive defending. Now ahead, here's Perez. Free kick coming. Was the referee summoning someone?
It's Moshe Perez. Him and I think that was Noe Mesa getting tangled up there in the midfield. And some extracurriculars there after the tackle. I mean, it was a rough tackle.
So the yellow shown. And the free kick will be coming here. Perez is over it.
Card assist to number 99, Noah Mesa.
Mesa earns the yellow. It's Perez going to have a free kick coming here. He's got Crowley to his left in a lot of space. See if he plays it short to him. No. Instead, he'll try to hoist it into the box or near the right edge of the box. Nothing doing. Didn't quite execute what he wanted to do there, I don't think. Perez usually pretty good over those.
Fans, this goal
Let's take another look here at the
Pius, New Mexico.
proceedings.
And here's the tackle there. I think I understand why Perez was a little angry after that one. It's been a physical game for what it's worth, and our officials have been consistent.
Taylor, Madrid, nice ball forward, soft touch to Pacheco. Trying to thread it to Falling. That's a beautiful ball ahead. Falling, trying to cross it. Nobody on the end yet. Now Taylor gets there. Well, it was a really nice job to get this started by Pacheco. See if they can see it through. Good defending there. In the end by Eduardo Ressa. Took it away. Not quite quick enough on the turn there. And then the back heel attempt by Shinyashiki.
And Davila lucky there that he didn't get caught out, that ball did come out of bounds. Otherwise, he had taken himself well out of the play. And that's not something you should do if you're the center back in a back four, Sebastian, especially against some of this attacking talent that you're going up against.
I don't think Heist was quick enough on that turn for the Rapids there.
Luke Lawrence makes his way out with 1 goal in the bag. That's not bad.
Madrid wants to play. He's saying hurry up. I've been so impressed with his aggressiveness on the pitch today. We'll get the Soul sub to you in just a moment. Or I beg your pardon, the Colorado sub to you in just a moment. It's like Aaron Martinez. Martinez taken away momentarily there by Touche. Heist. Still Heist. And in the end, it was a really poor ball by Heist to give it away. She was trying to maneuver at the top of the 18 there. Crowley. Crowley loses it, and then he's got a handful of jersey. Advantage being played right now ahead to Tush, and he slots it home!
And for all intents and purposes, that should be the nail in the coffin, Sebastian. But we've seen the Rapids strike back and strike back rapidly. So the Soul better stay focused here for about the next 9 minutes and change, even though it is 3-1.
And actually, number 8 on the scorecard. We don't have a number 8 on the lineup card here. Let's take another look here. The handful of jersey and the advantage played.
Calm and cool there on the finish. I believe that was the other Tush that's on the roster there.
It was Charles Tush, so it looked like him. I thought it was him, but then I looked down at my sheet. Alex and Charles doing the job.
Uh-oh.
Martinez on the throw ball! Oh, Gasson came out and a beautiful decision there. Boy, Casey has been fantastic back there tonight, Tyler.
Yeah, and I think if this scoreline holds, he's certainly deserving of the man of the match.
Let's take another look here. Beautiful work by Gasson. Not quite out of the woods. Now they get it out, relieve some pressure. Here comes Tush. Charles and Alex have been a very welcome addition to this Soul team in years past. Both college players in the Ivy League. Chargers in high school locally here at Albuquerque Academy. The cross headed away. And the second defensive header relieves some pressure momentarily. Moshe Perez has some room with the left foot off the knee, and the deflection of Gasson. Gasson slow to get back to his feet. And it looks like he might be hurt.
Calling for the training staff there.
Let's take a look. We'll get another look at it here in a moment. But he did come out nicely there as it went off his knee. We'll take a look here as we roll that back for you. It was a dangerous opportunity off the left foot of Moshe Perez. And watch here, second effort. Can't really make it out there what happened.
And I think he got kicked in the head as Heist tried to jump over him.
And DePaula, for some reason, has come over.
Yeah, and DePaula,
I don't know. He might be a medical doctor. We don't know.
That's true. That is true. He's been somewhat on edge here since a little bit before halftime, DePaula.
And he's probably going to get a card here, I would think, or at least a stern talking to.
And it looks like that's taking place now. I mean, you can't just run over the top of an injured player and start screaming at them. I mean, he's probably thinking Gasson is trying to waste some time here as we're in the last 10 minutes of the 90.
And DePaula very lucky not to get a card there for seemingly some unsportsmanlike behavior there.
Yeah, and DePaula, he's already got one yellow on the night. That could have very well been the end of his night there in the 84th.
Gasson back to his feet. So we're in the 85th here.
Fans, tonight's official attendance, 713.
Heist looking for Martinez. I beg your pardon. That's
on this hot day. And let's go Soul!
Perez again. Perez has had a chance, created a few opportunities. Crowley. That's going to get back to Gasson, no problem. Heist will cause him to pick it up. It's 3-1 Albuquerque. Trying to hand the first place team a loss.
It'll be their first loss of the season.
They come in 6-0-2, 20 points atop the Mountain Division, 9th overall in the entire PDL. It's an opportunity here. He's got a runner to his left. A shot with the left foot, and he slots it in. And the flag went up there.
I think the goal was awarded. It was after the goal. I saw
foul after the goal.
There was a couple of the Rapids players tried to run and grab the ball quickly, and I think that was Taylor, or excuse me, that was Edgar Davila went and grabbed the ball from them and wouldn't give it to either of the Rapids players.
So Aaron Martinez's goal does count. We take another look here.
Let's go,
Martinez with a beautiful run to the left here.
And
he was rewarded.
We had a very eventful first half, Sebastian, aside from seeing the ball hit the back of the net. Well, we've seen 5 here this second half. You know, it's not necessarily natural that you get a first half like that and then it is followed up by 5 goals. Usually used to seeing somewhat of a stalemate.
Martinez tried to get the back heel instead to Taylor. Again, Colorado averages over 3 a game. Crowley. Dangerous high boot there from Mesa. Tush clears it. Ramos will take the throw in the dark here, right at midfield. Martinez. Still Martinez trying to play it forward. Gasson had to be perfect coming out there, Tyler, because you knew that ball would check up on this thick grass, and Gasson timed it perfectly. No room for indecision there at all.
Yeah, Gasson, he's had himself a fantastic night here in place of Ford Parker in between the sticks for the Soul. And for the Rapids, the 3 goals they've conceded here tonight, Sebastian, that's the most they've conceded in a single match this season.
Let's see here on the counter. Nice pass, heavy first touch. From falling just a little too heavy on that touch. Else we would have saw a 4th. I'm sure they don't concede on the counter here. These subs that have come on look like they have very fresh legs. Heist, a little too strong. So we get some more subs here. This looks like an Albuquerque sub. Let's take another look at this replay here, Tyler. Gasson timed that beautifully. No room for indecision there. As Jason Schmidt will come on here in place of James Urbani. Urbani's play led to a goal tonight.
Yeah, 1 assist on the night for Urbani here. He really did a lot of his damage in the second half. We saw him get loose on a couple of runs down here on the near flank and picked his target out both times. Lawrence able to finish 1 of those 2 times.
So Schmidt is on, and here's Gasson. Soul trying to see through the 3 points. It's a 3-2 score here in the 89th minute in Albuquerque. Thanks for joining us on ProView Networks as well as YouTube tonight. Trying to get it ahead to Martinez. Schmidt and Martinez were battling for it. Heavy on the touch there from Heist. But Martinez has a lot of pace since he's come on.
Yeah, very, very fresh, and you got to expect we may see him in the starting 11 come Saturday.
And the last thing that Pat Pacheco said today to me before he went off to the locker room was, hopefully the 103-degree heat will affect them more in the last 5 minutes than it affects us.
We haven't seen that 103. It's 92 out here right now, even with the sun completely gone down. We do have a nice breeze. It's keeping it cool.
But Pacheco really covered it all. He covered team defending. He covered not getting exposed on the counter. He mentioned the heat. I mean, if you were ever to get fired, Tyler, I think Pat Pacheco would like your job.
Yeah, fingers crossed that. Fingers crossed one of us stays at least.
Because he was right on with the analysis pregame. Quickly on the restart. A lot of space here. They're leaving him too much room. We'll have to concede a corner off of Davila. And the Rapids are going to take this one quickly again.
I might see how Pat's feeling after the game, see if he's got free Saturday evening this week.
Right. That was actually Ortiz that conceded that corner. I beg your pardon. So we'll have another sub here. Let's take another look here on replay.
Fans, we're in the 90th minute of the competition. Official time.
Yeah, Gasson, he hasn't been shy about coming off his line here tonight, Sebastian. He's been bailed out by his defenders about 3 times, but we've seen him make a number of crucial plays outside of the 18er or coming off of his line.
Lucero was set to replace Taylor.
Exiting the game for the Soul, number 23.
That is what we're going to have.
Taylor.
And a lot of people don't like the sub right before the set piece.
Now entering the game.
Yeah, especially when you're defending. I am one of those people.
Lucero.
So here is Lucero. He'll quickly get up into the action. Rapids on the corner, aiming for that far post, the defensive header.
You know, your defending on set pieces has to be absolutely locked down, and it's, in my opinion, it's just too easy to
Martinez
have a lapse in concentration there from somebody that's coming fresh onto the pitch.
Martinez has had the freshest legs of them all. He let one rip there.
He looks cramping.
Slow to get up. He's only been in there about 12, 13 minutes, but he is laboring a bit. We've reached the 90 here, so this is extra time now. It's kept on the field here at Ben Rios Memorial. They did not take a hydration break in the second half, so you have to wonder how much time will be added here. They tried to get ahead to Falling. Quinn couldn't get to the end of that one.
I mean, we have had 5 goals here in the second half, so expect at least about 3 minutes, I would say.
And with all those substitutions, I would...
And also Gasson's injury, so we may be well in for about 5 minutes here of added time.
I would say that would be a minimum. You couple all those goals with all those substitutions. Wow, no whistle there. And a dangerous chance, and another stop for Gasson. But then, on the finish, the equalizer comes, as Gasson had it saved on the initial opportunity. I think a majority of the crowd wanted the whistle there on Shinyashiki when he took the ball away at midfield on what looked like a pretty physical tackle.
Yeah,
take a look on replay. See if you can rack that up one more time, boys, as we take a look at this equalizer first there. Heist's shot is saved at the first moment, and then the equalizer from Dorsey. But if we could take a look at that replay right at the beginning, folks, is where the tackle happened. So
yeah, it looked like he came in through the back, and that's a tough call. That's a very tough call, or a non-call, I should say.
So we're all knotted up at 3. Let's see. Here we're going to rack it up one more time for you. Let's take a look at this tackle here. There's no ball right there. That was totally into the back. And I mean, he made no contact with the ball at all on that tackle, at all, just right through the player. I mean, if you get a toe on that football, you're going to get away with that,
right,
Tyler.
Right.
But you have to at least get a toe on the ball there.
Yeah, he went clear through the back of the offensive player, and
that was a big missed call there, right at the end. Wow.
Incredible, and it looks like the night is going to end in heartbreak here for the Soul, Sebastian.
Let's see if they can get anything going here at the end. Soul clearly deserving the 3 points tonight, but a late equalizer by Dorsey. And now you have to defend out your 1 point. Dorsey. That's Dorsey's 5th goal of the season.
95th minute here. And another yellow being issued. We're seeing yellows being handed out like candy on Halloween here, Sebastian. I've seen Madrid, and I think that might have been Touche.
In the end, it was a beautiful goal on the equalizer from Dorsey, but you saw what started it, and that was a clear missed call right at midfield. VAR not quite made its way to the PDL yet. On the corner here, the defensive header, trying to tip it ahead. But you know, if you're the Soul, you have to regroup here and defend out your 1 point. because if you let go a fourth here, it would really be a shame.
Keepers way out, Soul, get a chip!
We throw the other way to Colorado.
And said they've got to regroup and defend their 1 point here. They've got another match against the same side here on Saturday. And you know, Sebastian, this is going to be a huge blow to their confidence there going into that match.
Shiashinki took it away. Soul wanted a handball there. See if they can get anything going on a last-minute counter, trying to get it ahead to Tush. Oh no, it's defended nicely by Ressa. Pacheco trying to send it forward. No, he gives it away. We'll try to counter on the far side. It's a nice touch forward, too much room.
Wow.
3-all here, deep into extra time.
Knocking on the door of the 97th here. You wonder if this may be the last gasp here for the Soul.
The equalizer came after a very heartbreaking non-call. Here comes the corner. The offensive header is out of there. Full time here at Ben Rios Memorial. And the Soul have to feel like 3 points just got stolen away from them at the very end of this one.
We're starting to see some players gathering up around our officials, but I mean, what can you do, Sebastian? You played your heart out for over 90 minutes into the 93rd minute, holding a lead over your division winners, unbeaten division winners, and you come out with a draw on what looked to be a missed call here as we saw the replay.
The Rapids have to be very pleased. They know they should have had that first loss of the campaign tonight here on the pitch at Ben Rios Memorial. But after the takeaway at midfield, Gasson did a beautiful job saving the first. As we take a look at some earlier match highlights, the first ball was saved by Gasson, but then Dorsey slots in the equalizer. As there you see what should have been the first goal of the game. As we take you through some of these first half highlights. Beautiful work by Gasson. You're going to see that he yielded 3, but that really doesn't tell the story of how good he was between the pipes tonight.
Right, it was sort of a phantom third goal that he let in there. The first two well-deserved there for the Rapids, and just a fantastic performance from Gasson. You know, we talked about it a little bit with Ford Parker in the pregame, Sebastian. The previous keeper here for the Soul, he leads the league in saves with 36, but it's because he faces so many shots, and Gasson, you know, he was pretty much taking target practice for a lot of the 90, and he did very well as we saw a few of these saves here. But, you know, a few of them are going to get through, and unfortunately that last one, it looked like it was a missed call, and yeah, it's just a tough result for the Soul.
There you see Isaiah Madrid. Yeah, the Soul have to come off the pitch tonight feeling like the better side didn't get the 3 points they deserved. The game will end in a 3-3 draw. I want to thank Ron Molina, as well as Jude Apodaca and William Powell, our wonderful camera operators tonight, our technical director, giving you all these replays. That was a beautiful save earlier in the night by Davila. Our technical director tonight, Alden Iwani, on all these replays as you see that goal late by Tausch. Director tonight, Josh Brown. Tyler Ortega along my side. Sebastian Noel saying good night here from Albuquerque. It's a 3-3 draw. Just the 1 point tonight for the Soul, but they have to feel like they deserve all 3. Good night.